Why are you dressed like that? 'Cause I want to. Yeah, well, you'd better get over it and put on that dress your mom picked out for you. Ay, where's your tia? She said she'd be here to help. I told you and mom like a million times I don't want to wear a dress. I don't even want a quinceanera. My name is Angela Moore. That's an excerpt from my play, Breaking the Binary. I found out about Breath of Fire through a friend, Yolanda. She is also a playwright at Breath of Fire Latina Theater Ensemble. And she just told me about the wonderful community, and I was very interested. So I started going to their writing workshops. I've attended several Breath of Fire workshops, and if you go to the website, you can sign up for the newsletter to find out upcoming classes, which I highly recommend. They're taught by people who are experts in their fields, whether it's improv, musical theater, writing, acting, self-care, which is very important because it's very easy, I think, for artists in all fields to burn out. So self-care was a workshop that I enjoyed very much. But they are, like I said, they're very welcoming. No one will be turned away because of lack of funds or because of what language you speak or who you are. And they're very informative. They're easygoing, so shy people can come. They're not intimidating, and you learn a lot. It's a very tight community. You, like I said, you'll feel welcome, and maybe walk away having learned a new skill and made new friends and feel like you have a place that you can come back to. The importance of keeping the Latina voice alive in theater and television and entertainment in general is that we have a huge Latino population here. And it's very easy for, even though it's a big community, a big population, it's very easy to not see them, to not hear them. To forget the Latina community's needs, wants, desires. Also, then all that might be available is a false narrative about the Latina community. So we need Latinas to tell their stories so that people who don't know the community and maybe even fear the community aren't just listening to false narratives about them. My play is about a young Latinx person who, a transgender, whose family doesn't quite understand that, who has a tia who's a little more understanding. And so it's kind of a conversation about the between the young person's father and aunt, about listening to the person, to the child, listening to what their preferences are, listening and paying attention to clues about who they really are instead of seeing them as who you want to see them as. I would love the audience to get from my play, maybe just plant a seed of where a parent or a family member can start. If a child is dropping clues of maybe how to start a conversation in your family, how to be open to what they're trying to tell you, because not every child is going to come out and say who they are, what they want. Before I was a playwright, seeing the works of other new and established playwrights, telling the stories of families that were like mine, I just, because I came at these groups as an actor at the beginning, and acting in these pieces, it really inspired me to want to tell some of my stories and my family's stories. What makes me want to write? The desire to express myself, the desire to connect with other people, the desire to find common ground with other people, especially in today's climate where there's so much divisiveness, and to bring up issues that there's so much polarity on. I feel through writing, playwriting especially, because it's not just the writing, but there's a visual and an oral component to it that that can help or bridge gaps. I think it's important to have bilingual plays because, first of all, language is beautiful. All languages are beautiful, and languages, even if you don't know the language and you're exposed to the language, say you come to this show and you only know English or you only know Spanish, it expands your horizons. It broadens your horizons. Feedback I've gotten from audiences is that I may not have been able to understand every word, but I knew what was going on because it's universal. The things that the characters are going through really are universal. And language really only does so much to impart the message. There's facial expression, there's body language, there's heart connection, and that goes way beyond language. Language to me is kind of the cherry on the top, and if the more languages you can be exposed to, the more richness and culture and other points of view you're going to be exposed to. I think you should attend the Breath of Fire New Works Lab because you will see 15 new works on all subjects, and you will learn something new. Your mind will be expanded. You will have something that you'll probably want to discuss in the car on the way home, discuss at the dinner table, look up online, learn more about.